Hello and welcome to another video. Today I will be taking out the big tier 9 premium Japanese battleship, the Musashi. Famous of course for being the sister ship of the Yamato, biggest guns ever existed. Not in this game though, because fantasy. Anyway, to the game. We are top tier. Technically we're top tier. It's all tier 9. We're both top tier, bottom tier, and middle tier. We're every tier in the world. We have 2 Paolo Emilios. I can already see what they're going to do. Although they are splitting up, but we'll ignore that for now. What are we against though? That's what we need to really worry about. We are against a Minnesota. Probably the second stealthiest battleship in this game. Which is ironic given how big the fucking thing is. But whatever. The HMS Lion, basically a Royal Navy Iowa, 419. Well, we'll assume 419mm guns. It has 2 different ones, but we'll assume the 419mm ones. And at the time of this recording, this was when Duncan, I think, was still in early access. This wasn't before the full release, I don't think. But then it might have been right at the beginning of the update. Anyway, Duncan was not very common at this time. Either people were still grinding to it, or it was in early access, one of the two. I can't remember. I've had it sat around a while, this replay. They've also got a Japanese battleship, although it's not the Musashi. It's probably a arguably worse. It's not an arguably worse one, it's a different ship. It was the tier 9 dockyard, the Iwami, which is essentially Japanese Montana? Should we call it that? No, that's not Japanese Montana. That's the Heisen. The Iwami was the new premium one that used double turrets instead of triple turrets. So what would that be then instead? I don't know. Either way, it's one that comes with 20km torpedoes. That's the one. Anyway, back to the game. We have a division here of 2 Russian tier 9 Tashkent destroyer, who's a smoke destroyer. He's not taking the heel for this time. But he's with a division with a Donskoy. This should be quite self-explanatory should what happened now. Tashkent got spotted. He smoked. His Donskoy behind the island hit the radar button. And somehow both these destroyers end up still on full HP. But I get the juiciest target in the world to see at the beginning of the game in Musashi. A full broadsiding Duncan. That thing has the biggest citadel you could ever imagine. So you can guess what's going to happen here, can't you? Oh, that just feels so good, doesn't it? Nice 40,404. All of the 4s in the world. Not quite all the 4s, but most of them. He does fire back though, however. He didn't quite like taking 40,000 damage. He actually put AP in for a British ship. He put AP in. But he doesn't do 40k back to us, he does 8,000. Let's pop the spotter plane here so I can see over the rock to see what he's doing. He's still not really accelerating, so we fire again. He's turning broadside again. Maybe we'll get the same result. Maybe we won't. Shells land. We get another citadel for 21,000 damage. So already 3 salvos. I missed the first one on the destroyer. 3 salvos in, and I've done 61,000 damage. We just lost our first ship, the Buffalo, who was sailing in the middle of the open against all of their other ships at D. Rather than using the nice islands that this map provides around it. Meanwhile, I take a blind shot. I saw the Duncan was heading towards that island. He was starting to turn right, so he wasn't going to make it out of there. He gets another citadel, and we get the first kill for our team. And in the process, though, we do lose our Tashkent to their Schultz. Right now, though, I just like to turn it back around towards the middle. I'm about to hit the border if I keep going, so there's no point in keep going. I turn it back around. Guns take ages to turn on this, so you might as well start turning them as early as is possible to give yourself the best possible chance of shooting things. And I've also noticed, as I was just saying in chat, we have 5 ships in spawn. One of them's a Paolo Emilio. Their other Paolo Emilio, by the way, is in their spawn dealing with a lot of things. He seems to have killed, I think, their Alaska. He's just been killed by the Iwami. Did he get anything else? Don't think he gets anything else, but we'll find out in a few seconds. No, he doesn't. So we've lost 2 destroyers, our Tashkent and their 1 Paolo Emilio, and they've still got all 4 of theirs. I'll tell you now, that's going to come back to bite.
Well done, Commander.
Meanwhile, I see the next juicy target. It's another British ship. I don't know what is with the British ship in and the Musashi today in this video replay. We get a broadsiding Neptune. This should be that thing shouldn't be floating anymore in a minute. So broadsiding Neptune against the biggest guns at tier 9. So naturally we get one overbend. Oh well, whatever. We carry on. Shoot the Aegir, who seems to be trying to charge our Brest. Oh, is this when the Brest came out? No, I can't remember the Brest came out. It must be the British ones because they're newer. Shoot the front guns. Actually getting some really good looking dispersion. Pop the first of our heals. We get 10,000 damage through the front of the Aegir, which is pretty decent. Then Neptune starts raining AP on me though, but I've gone unspotted, so he can't shoot any more at me. Aegir seems to be turning to miss the island. He's turning out. He's turning out. He's still spotted. He's still spotted. He's turning. He's turning. He's still going. He's still going. There's the node. We aim the shells. Give it enough lead. Dispersion looks a bit crap. Shells land. Yep. Yeah. One problem with the Musashi. She isn't a Yamato. She has not got the accuracy of the Yamato. She is a literal shotgun. Some days, as proved against the Duncan, you'll land and get citadels and the shells will go where you want them to go. Other times, you'll shoot a target at 4 kilometers and the shells will go 5 kilometers behind the ship. That's an exaggeration, but you get the point. So, we come around the island, hopefully trying to finish off this Aegir this time. We've just lost another ship. We lost the Pommern to their Lion, who seems to be pushing through the middle of the cap. Our other Paolo, obviously we get 2 ricochets on this Aegir and 2 overpens somehow on him. Our other Paolo seems to be rushing both of their battleships. Oh, come on, he's almost dead. Come on, come on, come on. Are Donskoy going to get him? Donskoy does manage to finish him off. So now, I get again presented with another battleship just completely broadside to me. So Paolo does get the Minnesota. He did get 1 battleship. And these shells, we get a nice 25,000 on the broadsiding Sawyers. Only 1 citadel, 4 overpens, which is a bit surprising, but dispersion must have taken them through the bow superstructure. And right now, we are actually technically losing on points, because they've got 2 caps to our 1. Yugumo's about to get 1. We just lost the other Paolo Emilio, so now we've only got 1 destroyer left, which is their Yugumo. Their Yugumo? Our Yugumo. We've got 1 destroyer left. It can't be their Yugumo if we've got 1 left. It's our Yugumo, you idiot. The Sawyers is still sat broadsiding to me, so we get, yes, another citadel for 21k, but he does go forward, though, so I miscalculated where to aim those shells. The Lion and Brest. Brest is on half HP, he's fair enough for reversing away. Sawyers looks like he's on double fire, but we'll assume he's on 1 fire, looks a bit with the amount he's losing. I'm going to hold the shots, I'm going to hold the shots, just in case. I don't really want to waste the shot and be spotted afterwards. I turn the guns to look at the Z. But the guns take so long to turn, he goes unspotted before I get the chance to shoot. Then Neptune pops up again. Let's pop the spot plane to see what he's doing so I can see over the island. It looks like he's turning right. I aim to the right. Fire the shells. And they drop short because I didn't give enough lead. Because he was heading away. But I thought he was going to turn fully right. Oh well. This Neptune becomes a problem in the end, by the way. We just lost our last destroyer to the battleship, of all things. Lost it to the Owami, which has only got 2 rear guns, given the angle he was at. It's got a lot of secondaries. But at that range, the Yugumo should never have been spotted. So God knows how he actually died. Look at this dispersion near there. And he falls right in the gap. You take 1 blind fire at him, because you never know. Nope, still miss him. But now we finally get the cap. So now we've got 3 caps to their 1. We're down by 40 points. He's still firing me because I'm spotted by the destroyer, so I thought, why not just keep blind firing and bow on? He's not going to do much to me anyway. Got 2 overpens. Well, at least we hit him this time. We got 2 overpens. I'm not going to give chase to him. He's just going to keep torping me if I go that way. So I decide to very slowly disengage and go to the right. Because we are now currently 6 versus 6, but we have no destroyers versus their 3 quite stealthy destroyers, and 1 has a Hydro. Donskoy radars, but I don't even know what he was trying to find where he was, because I don't think he's spotted. And that thing can almost stealth radar. The Z46 kills our Lion. As we're trying to retreat here, we're still spotted. So they know exactly what I'm doing. They know exactly where I'm going as well. But now we finally go unspotted. So we'll assume the Z is going around the back of the Brest. There's a Neptune. Caught in the edge of the radar from the Donskoy. The guns take turn on to turn. I can't decide where to look. I keep on looking at the Neptune. Stop the ship. We stop the ship to give us the chance of shooting. We stop it. We will eventually stop the ship. It takes ages to stop. Which is not the smallest thing in the world for tier 9. Neptune torpedoes are Donskoy, but I'm pretty sure I spotted those torpedoes as they came past me, so God knows how he actually hit them. We fire the shells. Neptune is still turning left. He's still turning left. He's still turning. We did lead it to the left. We only get 1 pen and 2 overpens, but the Brest, with its 330mm guns, basically a Dunkirk cruiser skin at tier 9, does manage to Citadel kill him, finish him off. And I now gingerly make my way towards the B cap, which is clearly being capped by the Yugumo. And this is where I have to be really careful. Oh, I've noticed a bug here. I don't think I've got HE in. I'm pretty sure I've got AP. I've only just noticed. We'll find out in a minute, because I do change to HE at some point. So I very hesitantly make my way across here as fast as possible. Nushimi gets spotted. I'm spotted anyway, so blind fire. Yes, I do fire AP, so there's a bug in the replay. It's not HE. I've probably been firing HE for the most of the game, but I haven't been firing HE. It's definitely been AP. Otherwise I wouldn't be getting Citadels. The Yugumo pops up. The secondary's starting to look at him. Secondary gets 1 shot off. But they're not really going to do much damage if they hit him. We do hit him for a couple of 100 damage. But we should be safe now from torpedoes, because to get me now, they'd have to be going around through the island. Given where he is, we land 2 shells on the nose of the ship. They're the torpedoes that were coming. So we managed to time that beautifully to be in between his reloads by the looks of it. And now we're all going to charge this line and hopefully kill it. Which we do. Nushimi pops up in front of a Minnesota and the Brest. Minnesota's secondary start firing. He fires 1 set of torps at the Minnesota, which Minnesota beautifully dodges now. He's got increased maneuverability and you know, it's so wide, but whatever. He does smack him for like 10k with the front guns. He swings, Brest comes around the corner with HE loaded and finishes him off. Now 4 versus 3, and we've killed one of their destroyers. The Z is now in A, so this is now their 2 caps to our 1 that's ticking. We are currently 115 points ahead though, so we have got a nice advantage. Nice enough advantage that we haven't got to worry immediately if we lose the cap, which is going to be inevitable because there's no one going to contest it, and that's what's currently spotting me behind.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Try and get 1 shot through the gap in the rocks. We managed to clear, I think, the 2nd turret. I think only 1 turret made it through. We got 1 ricochet. Well, we tried. As we eventually make our way around this corner. This thing's not the fastest thing in the world. It does 27 knots at best. And in the turn, she loses so much speed. That's what you pay for having these 460mm guns that overmatch everything. Fire on the Iwami, he's basically broadside. And we don't finish him off. We only get 3 pens and 3 ricochets. Brest. Can you reverse? Can you reverse? No, he still takes 1 torpedo on the nose. They're the Iwami torpedoes, so they're 20km torpedoes from the battleship. So we've still got to worry about potential torpedoes from the right of the Yugumo. As I'm pretty sure this time, now I've put HE in. So the HE you see loaded in the bottom is actually correct this time as far as I know, because I'm against 2 destroyers. Why would I bother having AP in? AP only does overpen damage when you hit a destroyer, so I'd be doing like 1500 damage per shell. The HE will guarantee you do a lot more than that, and it'll set fires, and it'll definitely break modules being 460mm shells. He fires 1 set of torps at me. Luckily we get a gap. Can we feed it through the next gap? Can we feed it through? Can we feed it through? She doesn't want to turn. Nope, she's too wide. Take it on the cheek, and the Yugumo, the first set of torps, did kill the Brest, where I managed to get through the middle. Tell the Minnesota to go and cap, because now we're only 50 points ahead at this point. We're 3 battleships against 2 destroyers. This is not going to be an easy fight. This is an uphill struggle from here on, because they have all the advantages. Yugumo has 5.5 kilometer detection. He has 10 torpedoes. No, he doesn't. He has 8 torpedoes. But on the plus side, he is a smoke Yugimo, so we're not going to get a reload booster one to fire 16 torpedoes in one go. But he's just told me where he is. He's reset me, but I don't really care about that. He's just told me where he is. I'm just going to head straight towards him. So if I kite away, he's just going to keep shooting me anyway and resetting me. So I'm just going to go straight towards him with my HE shells loaded. He's finally come out the smoke screen. He's not spotted at the moment. Did I get him off guard enough that he's in the wrong place? Yeah, I did. He's turning back in. He's just trying to charge me, I think. Little does he know, I have HE in. That was 2 shells and a fire. He DCP straight away. He does annoyingly reset me with about 6 seconds to go before the cap. But I don't think he'll have his torps ready. Minnesota comes in with the HE shells as well. Lands 5,000 damage on him. Common secondaries raining in. Front guns just managed to keep up with him trying to get past me. As he only gets 1 set of his torpedoes off and I take 2 of them on the nose, which isn't too bad. We get a flood, we DCP that straight away. We don't want to be flooding out at all and lose speed. So now we've got 37,000 HP to deal with. To play with, rather. And there are the Z stores. Pullman is currently spotted, so Z is in that channel. We'll assume the Z is in that gap. And we'll assume, for now, that he's going to go for C. But I'd rather assume he's going to go around the bottom and not be stupid. Because he can't torpedo Pullman now anymore, really, from where he is. Because he's too far away. He would get spotted going through that channel. If he was to come and try and get us. But we will see. As we finally get this cap for the 3rd time. I pop the spotter plane just in case the destroyer's got his AA turned on and he flies within 5.5 kilometers of whatever it is for the Z46's AA range. If he flies within it, you never know. Of course, on the other hand, this spotter plane will tell the Z where I am as well, because he'll know that I'm still sat on this corner. But he probably won't know that I'm coming back towards the middle. He'll probably think I've gone around the top to try and get A. Because that's where I was last seen going. I was last seen going due west, I suppose it would be. Yeah, left on the map. You would assume I'm going towards probably D4 on top of that island right now, on my right. He doesn't know that I'm sat in this corner. And so that island over there is only 5 kilometers. Zed's detection's way bigger than 5 kilometers. So look, I spotted a destroyer in my Musashi. And I have HE loaded. I just did 7,500 to a destroyer. Funny that, isn't it? The Z46 got caught well unawares. Did fire, so I am still spotted. For another few seconds. He's fired 1 set of torps. On the bow. Can we sneak through? Can we get through? Can we get through? No, we take 1 on the cheek again, but it's on torpedo protection, so it's not a load of damage. It's only 8,000. And there's a lovely gap in the second set. It's absolutely beautiful. So we just easily slide through there. But we had the damage control ready in case we got a flood anyway. And he comes out of smoke. We're swinging the ship to the right. I'm not going to waste the shells just yet. I'm waiting for him to turn. Waiting for him to turn broadside. Give it the best chance. Fire the front turrets. And we get in with the front turrets. So we dealt with destroyers in a Musashi. We spotted destroyers as a Musashi, by the way. So in the end, we get 200,000 damage, 3 kills, 6 citadels, mostly held by those 2 battleships right at the beginning. I got a solo cap in a Musashi, by the way, and an sister cap as well. That was at the end by the Pommern. But I got a solo cap and dealt with 2 destroyers on my own in a Musashi. We came top quite convincingly. 2.7, 2 3/4 base experience exactly, followed by the Minnesota, the Brest, Donskoy. Came 4th, to be fair, and the Pommern, who survived as well, did come 5th with 1.3. Their top Pommers there are Awami at 1.3. Not surprising, he did kill 3 people. And there's Zed and Yugimo also killing a few things. We did 71,000 at Duncan. He donated so much of his juicy HP to us right at the beginning. Just sat broadside. So nice. Also the Sawyers doing the exact same thing. 46,000 damage to him as well on the broadside. 13,000 we did that Z, by the way, with the HE shells. HE hurts. People forget battleships have HE. Even Musashi and Yamato have HE. And I was running quite a few high-level boosters. This is a tier 9 premium after all. Why would you not run high-level boosters? So we made 2 million credits. We made 11,000 experience, 12,500 free XP, and 48,000 commander XP. Yeah, Musashi's... She's not really a tier 9, is she? Let's be honest. She is just a Yamato where they stripped off the AA, stripped back the secondaries, and given her crap accuracy. Well, sort of rubbish accuracy to make up for it. But yeah, on that note, thank you for watching. Consider liking if you like what you see and subscribe if you want to see more. Consider following the Twitch, where some of this is occasionally done live. No schedule, just turn up if I'm live, and hope I am. You never know, you might catch me. So anyway, I'll see you all later. Happy sailing, and catch you later. Bye-bye.